In the last episode, the guys made brackets and a mattress box for the Murphy bed in the underground Earthbag Muse Art Studio.
Oh, is your arm in there?
It's okay.
Aaron and Bryson are ready to install the brackets.
Yeah, so it could go a little down, but
The hinge has to sit right here. I'm gonna cut this off. Video that one there.
so we just squish the dots. You don't need them, right?
We can pivot it on the ground.
Yeah, if you just trim it all the way back to right here.
We just spun the swivel a little bit and then marked the edge so we could see what the clearance was that we needed. And the good thing is that if it's wrong, we just unscrew it and fix it. Okay, let's go get the grinder then. Let's cut off the corners like you're thinking.
Okay.
And we want to try to keep this as cool as we can again too. Looks okay.
This is bed down. Yeah, and that's gonna go up.
This is bed. Oh. We ended up not having to do that. It would have been fine just to leave it.
Yeah.
But with our initial idea on this,
we thought we were gonna do
did
it
have to.
These brackets are actually boat seat swivels, and they run about $8 online.
I'm gonna go in between the wall and this here, and this will bring it out to level on both sides.
Okay.
Let's What's that?
Come on, Doc. Really?
Dang, this bed sits on the ground. The bed's gonna lay right on the ground when it opens up. And Mom does not want the bed to be on the ground. She wants it to be like regular bed. Hey, Bullet, do you mind if we measure your bed?
It's my bed.
Come on, Bullet, let's go. Bullet, come on.
Isn't it, Bullet? Is this your king size bed?
I think somewhere between 2 foot and this height. So we're gonna go 2 foot at the top of the mattress. Mattresses are between 7 and 9
Make
inches.
sure that you leave it up.
Shut the door, mother. 16 inches is where the bottom of our brackets are gonna sit. So Dad's not here right now, so we're blaming him. We're gonna take the top and just move it up 16 inches. Dad? So it'll be right down there. And then it's gonna fold up and down real nice. This also is really cool because it gives us a lot of room to put in our springs for the tension. It's gonna make everything a lot nicer on the mechanics of the bed. We've been talking about so many ideas for days. So I think that we were just all a little confused, making nice to Dad in the video.
On camera, we gotta be nice.
We're going at 16 inches.
Just measure the show back.
I cracked it. Yeah, we're just gonna make sure that everything is
Fits.
Functional.
And works.
And then we'll put lag bolts in.
Hey, why don't we set this end up on a bucket?
Okay.
And then we can lift this end up. Like, no, I gotta move it. The reason why I'm not.
Let's see if we can get it around without it breaking, and then hit it with the saw real fast. What is that?
You're okay.
So don't you just like that better?
I do, way better.
Some lag bolts in. Ah. Wait, alright, there. Perfect.
We should run a ratchet strap around this guy.
Still think it's gonna bump into the ceiling. He's not gonna be happy about that.
It's not gonna bump into the ceiling.
Look at it. The top thing.
Well, it may, but with the back one, we'll just build it into the wall.
I'll go get a ratchet strap.
It's perfect 3/4 inch away, but that's what you wanted.
I'm back down here working on the ceiling at the base of the stairs.
I'm thinking I'll cut a board and I'll just put it right in here.
Alright, I think the cob is coming to an end and we're just gonna paint it and stain her up.
Yeah, we're just gonna take and instead of filling this with foam or having him cut it so close to the edge, it's just so hard to cut those edges close like that. So we're just gonna fill them in here with cob, and then we'll come back through and touch up with paint and stain in a little bit.
Alright, thanks a lot, Pete.
Before I leave on my business trip, Garen and Bryson are gonna show me the progress on the Murphy bed.
Because otherwise it was gonna be setting on the ground. The hinges would be on the ground.
Yeah.
And then we had the top right.
And if you put it down and stuff, that looks like it's a nice height for a Well, bed. let's put it down, see what it looks like.
All right. Originally, we'd come through and I was like, oh Dad, we gotta build it a lot higher.
And then the mattress will be right about there.
Yep, so it sits the mattress at about 2 foot off the ground. I mean, we didn't want this thing sitting on the ground. That's just not right. We were just gonna cut it and raise it up.
Hi, Knucklehead. Another way to do this to get the height that you want, move this bed, just pull these screws out and drop it down, and then it pivots at this point.
After looking at it, Dad came in and he had this great idea of just simply lowering the box on there.
So just move this, how this attaches to here.
Set
And then
back.
all we have to do then, see, we have plenty of room for that to go around, this will go around here. And then if it does, I'll just notch this in. We'll just notch it to fit that piece. We won't have to have this so far up in the air.
So that when it swiveled, it would kind of sink into the box a little bit.
Folding back inside there, you know.
Real professional. That just means though that you have to build this into a headboard kind of back.
That's
in.
okay. The headboard's plenty of room back there for that. I love your height. This is perfect, exactly kind of what I was hoping for. But I was never sure what to do with this corner. And now that it's in, now that you have it like this,
you know, putting it up,
it makes so much more sense.
yeah, putting it up higher too is going to counterweight a little more, so our springs will have to work less hard.
Yeah.
The only thing is that our springs are going to be exposed to the side of the bed.
I think we could put a little panel in there.
We'll have to put a panel here.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll put a little panel in there
this
to
side,
keep that.
on
Yeah.
the bed, so we'll have to move with the bed.
What time is it? I know I gotta go here pretty soon, so.
Test here to see if this is all gonna work. The screws don't poke through. It's just to give us a little more meat to drill into.
Right.
Yep, and then just pick this up all. But we lowered the box. That way it kind of swivels in. We get the height that we want. Keep going, a little bit. Just slow, a little bit. Okay, stop. Okay, we need to get it up past this, so we're gonna have to just go through it. Just real slow. Keep going, keep going. It's okay? Okay.
All the boards are gonna be boards.
And we can still keep it, you know, a 7-foot box. So that was really a great idea, and I think it's gonna.
And it keeps it that level, you know, like if your hinge is at the far spot, that's a lot to lift. But if you put it somewhere in the center, then you get that same height from the ground no matter what.
All right, bring it down, see what happens. And it counterweights it really nicely.
It does.
Yeah.
Much lighter.
It doesn't go out, it doesn't fall out into the room as much. It kind of stays closer to the wall, which is really cool too.
We're gonna use these old trampoline springs.
We're gonna put 1, maybe 2. Well, that's true. I do have a little bit of room in there. And then we'll have to build a little box around this. That right there is good. Sorry, so I can get some light. Okay, can I have a spring now? Let me jump out real fast, guys. Okay. Now lift it up. How's that feel, bro?
I don't know, you're pushing that.
Here, there we go. Wow. Yeah, 2 of those bad boys. Huh? That's good. I like that. Okay. The plate is bolted perfectly fine. It's bent around, it's safe. This one's bent around too. So it's out of a stretch of a normal trampoline spring, but it's when it comes back down, it seems to come back down in a normal way. And then there's gonna be a box around it too, so it's gonna be safe. Nice, that's perfect, because once you put a mattress on there, it was fun. There was a lot of thinking that went into it, and then it turned out to be a lot simpler, which was really good.
So it's just. Oh yeah, I'll be able to do that.
I'm gonna be cutting this now. I'm gonna see if it's gonna work or not. Here we go. I read online that you're supposed to use one of these cutters. It's an acrylic or plastic cutter.
All right, Mom, what you doing?
I'm cleaning this thing.
You're cleaning the window outside.
I was just trying to see if I could get down there.
It looks so shiny. Looks nice. There's that crease, but I don't think anyone's gonna really notice that crease there. There's no other way to cut the plastic. Ooh, that's nice. It's like there's a light up there. That's really cool.
Okay. She's so adorable.
Stop!
Look at what an excellent job she's doing. Beyond amazing.
Can you not?
Bryson, any luck? We believe in you.
This week we got the functionality, all the mechanical parts of this thing built. The springs are in, the hinges are in. It's gonna work really good.
Yeah, all right.
So next week we're going to be finishing up the Murphy bed.
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Stay tuned for next time. We have a new idea for the ceiling that will allow us to keep the reciprocal roof pattern and also install that insulation. In this upcoming My Little podcast, we're working on getting a Murphy bed expert. Please join us for the upcoming discussion. If you ever miss a podcast, it turns into a video, so you can always watch it at a later date. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful week.
Thank you.
Please consider supporting us on Patreon.
In this upcoming My Little podcast, we're working on getting a Murphy bread expert.
Is this for Jacob's sake?
No, it's for my sake.
It's for Mom? It's
What? Not everything revolves around Jacob.
what doesn't revolve around Jacob? Our family moved from the city to the country. Thanks for taking part in our adventure. We have new videos every Friday evening. If you would like to help us out, you can like this video, share it, subscribe, or support us on Patreon. See the links in the description.
That's like a perfect size to just sit on. I'm not sitting on it. It was a sample. I'm not gonna sit on it. I'm just looking at the
Don't
size.
even joke.
Okay, push it forward.
No joking allowed.
Forward this way?